When he was a little boy going to school, they used to mock him because his name was Alex, and many said that was a girl name. But the way Alex Ailes have been hitting the cricket ball for the past 10 years, clearly his testosterone level is greater than that of any female. Today, with the Jamaica Tallawahs in a must-win match, he hit 12 fours and 7 sixes to score 119 from 57 deliveries not out, piloting the Jamaica Tallawahs to 201 for 4 against the St. Lucia Kings. Hello everyone and welcome to the show. Joining me to take us through the St. Lucia Kings innings is Andre. But just before Andre join me, we have with us Giovanni Reid. But I'm going to ask Andre to make his opening comment, and then I ask Giovanni Reid a few questions. Go ahead, Andre.
Yeah, good morning, Giovanni. Good morning, Carlton, and good morning to all the viewers all over the world, wherever you may be. You know, it's a pleasure to be here once more. You know, I just witnessed quite an
There's some
onslaught
music
by
in the
Alex Seals.
background that is affecting the copyright of the broadcast. That music have to turn down. I can get myself in trouble. Who is playing the music? Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Right.
Right. So we just witnessed quite a blistering innings by Alex Seals. We know, you know, his capabilities. We know that he's, you know, an excellent white ball batter, and you know he just displayed one of the most brutal innings in the history of the CPL, and an innings that is you know it was quite welcome by the Jamaica Tallawahs. You know, being in the position that they are in, you know, it could not have come at a better time. So you know, all hail Heels.
Okay. Thank you very much. Giovanni Reid, how are you, sir?
I'm alright, thank you very much. It's Giovanni Gray, not Giovanni Reid, but I'm feeling well.
Okay, Giovanni Reid is a contributor to the show. That's why I keep on mixing up the names. So Giovanni Reid. Giovanni Reid is the Jamaica under 15 off spinner. He played for the Jamaica under 15 team in the West Indies Rising Star tournament. He's presently playing for St. Thomas, the team of Nkrumah Bonner. His captain is Nkrumah Bonner. And yesterday in the Senior Cup, Giovanni Reid got 5 wickets. 5 wickets for how many runs you got, Giovanni?
49, 5 for 49 from 10 overs.
5 for 49 from 10 overs. Congratulations. And was this your first Senior Cup 5-for?
Yes, it was actually.
And how do you feel about getting 5 wickets at the highest level of Jamaica cricket as a 15-year-old?
It's such a wonderful feeling. I was at 3 wickets when I bowled 8 overs, and 2 overs was left, and I was like out there. I actually prayed to God, and I was saying, God, like, let me get the 2 wickets for these last 2 overs. First over, I got one more wicket, so I had 1 more over to get the last wicket. First ball I bowled, catch was dropped at slip. Went down, I was like, oh, wonder if I can still get the 5 wickets. And the third ball, I managed to bowl the batsman, clean bowl, middle stump, and I celebrated, ran around the field, and I was very happy, very excited in that moment.
Thank you, Giovanni. How many wickets you got in the tournament in all? You played 5 matches. How many wickets?
I got 9 in all. I got 5 against Boystone, 2 against Kensington, and 2 against St. Catherine. None against Lucas and none against Police.
Okay, thank you. Which one of the wickets, of these 9 wickets, which one was it that you think was your best wicket? The one that you really think that it was your best strategy?
Well, I think one of my best wickets was when I out-peaked for St. Catherine, because he's a very dangerous batsman, him and Carlos for St. Catherine. So I got him out early. He tried to play a big shot, got caught at long off, and that was one of my best wickets.
So who do you think was the hardest batsman you bowled to, or the best batsman you bowled to during this tournament?
I would say Carlos is really a good batsman. Didn't he didn't give any a lot of chances, and I like to bowl into him because he's a very good batsman. I have to get my line and length right, or else it's the ball going to beat away. So he was one of the tougher batsmen to bowl to.
Yes, many persons believe that Carlos Brown is probably the best batsman in Jamaica. Your captain is Nkrumah Bonner, right? He scored 3 centuries in the 5 matches, almost scored 500 runs in the 5 matches. What do you learn from him? What have you learned from Nkrumah Bonner?
I've actually learned that when he's batting, he's focused. Like he doesn't listen to any spectators, the feelers in his head. He's very focused when he comes on to batting. In the early part of his batting, he doesn't take a lot of unnecessary shots. He plays them on the ground until he probably reaches 50, and then he starts to play all his shots. He's very relaxed and focused. When it comes on to him being a captain, he's also a very good captain, and he led us to victory against Boystown, which was a very good win. Made 121 runs, so that was very impressive.
So, have your team qualified? Congratulations! Have your team qualified for the quarterfinals?
Yes, we have qualified because Lucas and St. Catherine lost yesterday. So that means that we have qualified and we will be playing against Melbourne at Melbourne next week, Saturday.
Okay. Congratulations and all the best of luck in the quarterfinals. And we hope to see you more here. Take good care now, young man, and have a great day.
All right, thank you. And same to you.
Yes, Andre. So Jamaica Tallawahs have made a great start to this match. They have made over 201 runs. Do you think that the St. Lucia Kings can go anywhere close to this 201 run?
Honestly, although I think it's a pretty, the pitch is quite decent for batting, but I doubt very much that the St. Lucia will get close to the runs, because I think that the Talawas there, they still have good bowlers, and it's a pretty good score, and I don't think their batting is missing that of that of the opener. Charles is missing, and I think that Charles oftentimes Charles is the one who normally give them the impetus at the beginning of the innings. I think Julian is coming in for his first game, so and then they're under pressure from ball one.
Primus is bold.
Primus is bold.
Yes, Mohamed Amir just cleaned up Primus. So Primus gone, and that's a big blow for Jamaica. In the third over, St. Lucia Kings have lost their first wicket, Andre.
Oh yes, yeah, brilliant delivery from Mohamed Amir. We know how skilled of a bowler Mohamed Amir. Oh, what a lovely in swinging Yorker. Oh, lovely delivery by Mohamed Amir. Yes, I don't think very well that they'll get close to this total.
Yeah, yes. Thank you for that. So just let us look at the team before we go to the members in the chat. So Jamaica made two changes to their team. They brought in Aiden Walsh and they brought in the Stephen Taylor for Brandon King and Nicholas Garner. So those were the two changes that Jamaica made to their team. Bringing in Stephen Taylor, who is a Jamaican born, who is a citizen of the US, born in America from Jamaican parents, and he used to play for Melbourne. And you just heard a few minutes ago Giovanni Gray saying that St. Thomas will be playing Melbourne in the quarterfinals of the Jamaica Senior Cup. And so those were the two changes that the Tallawahs made. On the other hand, this is the St. Lucia Kings team. Julian, the wicketkeeper batsman who comes in to open the innings. And Ragapashka, Williams, Raza, Chase, Primus, Ford, Joseph Clark, and Royal. Royal also came in, and Clark also came in. They made 3 changes. What do you think about those 3 changes, Andre?
I mean, I guess they're just resting some of the other key members of the team. So So I don't think, but the three changes, I don't think they will have much of an impact. You know, I mean, Julian is the keeper. I don't think he is quite ready for this level of cricket just yet. You know, and the others, the Royal we know is a pretty decent. He's a very decent bowler. He didn't bowl all that badly today. You know, but I don't think they're players who will say will impact a great deal, impact the game a great deal.
So last year, Jamaica came fourth, and I would have said it many times that we came fourth last year and then went on to win the tournament. Do you think that is going to happen again this year, Andre? Because from all indication right now, it looks like we're going to come fourth again this year.
Yes, and the thing about Jamaica, you know, the batting seem to be peaking at the right time. So anything is very much possible. You know, once you reach a playoff, anything at all is possible, right? Because if they win on Tuesday, and I guess they'll play the loser of the other qualifier, you know, they can still squeeze into the final. So I mean, into the playoff, anything is possible.
And it is the St. Lucia Kings that they are going to play on Tuesday. Amir
Right.
ball to the left-handed Ragapasca will guide this down to third man for a single. So they will be playing the St. Lucia Kings on Tuesday. So, because I'm almost certain that we're going to win it from here. So, Ailes innings, 119 from 57 deliveries, 12 fours, 7 sixes. Was he brutal?
Absolutely, it was a brutal innings. You know, he took himself from the very start. You know, came out there. You know, he showed that. Listen, I want to dominate. You know, King is absent today. I'm the man who's gonna take Jamaica Tallawahs into the playoffs, and he played a most magnificent knock today.
What are they saying about the injury of King? I've not get any update. Have you gotten any update? What are they saying about King?
No, injury? I've not heard any update regarding King's injury.
Yes. So Julian got a 4 there. He's now on 7 from 6 deliveries. So 15 for 1 in over number 3. So I look at someone like Julian Andre, and he's at St. Lucia Kings and not getting any game. Should it be somebody like Julian, the Jamaica Tallawahs should have recruited him. So you have a proper keeper and somebody who can get rid of the ball.
Oh, most definitely. You know, that is why we keep on questioning, you know, how is it that we have a Django who kept wicket for so many games, and you have other keepers who have not gotten in the game for the other teams. So you know that this recruitment is an issue. Must have been an issue, really. Oh, that's a magnificent catch. Magnificent catch there by Chris Green.
Yes, and it was a slow ball from Mohamed Amir, and Julian looking to drive that over the top, and he was just beating it. It's really due to inexperience, and it goes back to the point that I was making, that if someone like Julian was at the Jamaica Tallawahs, this would not have been his first match. And now he will be learning from that dismissal. Andre?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we could see that is a lack of match practice, basically, on the part of Leonardo Julian, you know, because I've actually seen him play, and you know that he's not quite up to par just yet, because he has not got enough experience. So you sort of feel it for these sort of players sometimes, you know, they don't get enough match practice, and when they do get a match and they come and they fail, we oftentimes criticize them, but it's really lack of practice, you know. So he needs to get the requisite practice and experience at this level.
Yeah, just like what is happening to Evan Lewis and to a lesser extent Odin Simmet, because I was saying to someone last night that 43 that Odin Simmet made would have done so much for him in this next innings that he batted, and he'll be timing the ball much better in the next innings. So good morning to everyone in the chat. Errol, how are you? Good morning. Very good morning to you, Mr. Casanova. Mr. Casanova, Jamaica did well today. If they can bat like this for the remainder of the tournament, we win it all. Oh, so sweet, Mr. Casanova. You believe so, Andre?
Well, if they can bat like this, I'm sure they're going to be very competitive, and we'll probably have some very close game. I'm not sure if we're going to win it all, but, you know, they should be in good stead to at least, you know, make the games very competitive.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that the Jamaica is shining clearly. I hope you seeing the Jamaica. So good morning, Juna Davis. That look one very close. Let's watch. Not out, said the umpire. I would have gone for the review. That looked very close to me. It looks very close, but they're not going for it. Did the
It
pitch
probably
outside?
might be slightly outside the leg stump. You know, probably might pitch just slightly outside the leg stump right there. That's the only thing that could probably save him. Pitching
Okay.
just outside leg.
Good morning, Juna Davis. How are you? Good morning, Neil Alexander. Alex Ailes finally come good to the party. Yes, he was dancing this morning. He was dancing to the rhythm of the St. Lucia King bowlers. Whatsoever music they put down, he was moving his feet nicely. Well played, Alex Ailes.
Yeah, he played some magnificent shot, you know, both against the spinner and against the pace bowlers. Really good shot. Let us see. Yeah, just as I figured, just outside the leg stump.
Yes, it pitched just outside the leg stump. My audience coming first before the visual on Willow. Shake my head. He pulls away and cuts it into the cover. The score moves up to 17 for 2. So they're 17 for 2 in over number 4. Mr. Casanova, our audience coming to you before the visual. So we don't want to spoil it for you, you know. We don't want to spoil it for you. Imad Wasim comes in, ball to the left-handed Ragapashka, who swings this high in the air. It's gone all the way for 6. So Ragapashka have just sweeping that over the mid-wicket boundary for 6.
Yeah, that's a lovely shot there by Rajapaksa. We saw him the other night play some magnificent stroke. You know, so he seems to be in pretty good touch. You know, so that, you know, there's hope that the Jamaica Tallawahs, you know, can put a stranglehold on him, you know, by bowling really good line and length to him.
Yes, Merrick, it's good that you can listen to the commentary. We do not want you to mess up the painting. So it's good that you can listen to the commentary and don't have to be watching. And Ragapashka gave himself room, and it is high and hard down the ground. 1-2 bunks. It looks to so goes into the boundary for 4. So he's just giving himself room there and getting into Imad Wasim.
Rajapaksa seems to have actually, you know, he's going great guns. It seemed to, you know, he went great guns the other night, and he seems to have just picked up from where he left off the other night against the guy in Amazon Warriors.
Okay. So Christopher Bristol is teasing you, Andre.
Yeah.
Come. Ball to Ragapashka, and he swings this. That is Imad Wasim. Down back with a square leg. Fabian Allen comes around field. They go through for a single. After 4 overs, they are 28 for 2, Andre.
That's a good start. I mean, that was a good over for St. Lucia, for the St. Lucia team. But the Jamaica Tallawahs, I think, pretty much still have it under control, you know. You know, it's a pretty good start for the Jamaica Tallawahs. So, you know, all in all, things going well for them.
Yes. So Christopher Bristol believes that St. Lucia will win. Do you think that Barbados Royal is going to win tonight, Andre? Although we're looking at the Tallawahs versus the Kings, but do you think that Jamaica, Guyana can win another match in the tournament? Okay, I seem to have lost Andre there for just a minute. His screen seemed to freeze. What was very interesting to me, Andre, if you're hearing me, you can go ahead. As we watch, this is Shamar Springer, who did not bat today and is coming into the attack right now. So Shamar Springer is going to pick it up from the broadcast end. I think, yes, from the broadcast end. I think Amir started from the broadcast end. So Shamar Springer is going to pick it up from that end. So Andre, just leave us there for a minute. So he said, Guyana will trash high-flying fish Bajans. You know, Mr. Casanova, it came to me last night that the Guyana Amazon Warriors are going to lose 3 matches in a row. So they have won the match that they won last night is the last match they are winning in the tournament. It came to me. 3 consecutive defeats that they're going to win in a row. That they are going to not win. They are going to get 3 consecutive defeats in a row. 29 for 2 in over number 4.1 being bowled by Shamar Springer. So replying to Jamaica Tallawahs 201 for 4 for 201. Jamaica Tallawahs made 201 off their 20 overs. The St. Lucia Kings are 29 for 2 in over number 4.1, and Shamar Springer is the bowler. So we're just watching. So, you know, one of the things And I'm telling you, there's no cricket at the moment. It's 29 for 2. There's no image coming off from the field. They are in the stand there. Shamar Springer is now moving into Ruston Chase, who's yet to get off the mark, and he drives through the covers down to long off. And the fielder coming to his left, that is Reefer Field. They go through for a single, so 30 for 2. Chase is on 1, Ragapaska is on 14. So we have lost Andre there just for a moment. 30 for 2 in over number 5. So they started out needing to score at 10.01 run per over to win. And at this stage, that have gone up to about 10.6. So there's some adjustment in the field. It's just some adjustment in the field here. 30 for 2, 4.2 overs. Chase. Ragapaska is on 14. He backs in away. They're taking so long. And I'm going to say something about the St. Lucia bowling innings. As Shamar Springer comes up, bowl to Ragapaska, that's a good delivery, drives down to mid-off. The fielder comes across, field, they can't get a run. 30 for 2, the score remains. I'm going to answer you, Christopher Bristol, because Christopher Bristol, I'm telling you the truth. And I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. And because I love the people of Guyana. The people of Guyana must expect the Guyana Amazon Warriors to lose the next 3 matches. There's a feeling in Georgetown. There's a arrogance in Georgetown, and there's this body language in Georgetown that the Guyana Amazon Warriors cannot lose. And I've feared for those persons who might just take it too hard when the Guyana Amazon Warriors lose their next 3 matches. And I'm warning them, prepared to lose the next 3 matches, because I want you all to be here after the CPL. Do not take it so hard. Just relax. Please relax. 35 for 2 after 4.4 overs. Beat Shamar Springer. This over has gone for 6 runs so far. He has conceded 6 runs from his 4 delivery. Rajapashka is on 14 from 12, and Chase is on 1 from 1. So Springer is walking back to the top of his mark. I hope Guyana play their full strength team to beat Barbados. If Jamaica Tallawahs win this match, we'll definitely go through. Springer bowl to Rajapashka, up and over the covers. It's running down towards the cover boundary, and the fielder on this cover boundary cannot stop it. He moves now up to 18 from 13 delivery, and the score moves up to 39 for 2. We are in over number 5. 1 delivery to come in over number 5. At the start of this match, Mr. Casanova, Jamaica net run rate was 0.01. On the other hand, Barbados Royal net run rate was minus 1.7 something. Once Jamaica Tallawahs win this match, Barbados Royal cannot win by a wide enough margin to overtake the Jamaica Tallawahs net run rate. And so Ragapaska swings at that one. It got the top edge and go over the slip down to the third man boundary for 4. So that's another 4 in the over. So he's motoring along this over. So 5 overs have been bowled. 43 for 2 at the end of over number 5. Christopher Bristol is writing. You say the right thing. 3 wins in a row. No, it was a slip of the tongue. It is 3 defeats in a row. It is 3 defeats in a row. It was just a slip of the tongue. Sorry about that, Christopher Bristol. What you watching it on? I'm watching it on Sportsmax at this time. Where are you? If you tell us where you are, someone in the chat will be able to tell you. So I am watching it on Sportsmax. But just tell us which region you are, and somebody in the chat will tell you what they are watching it on. Shoes Variety, good afternoon. Cricket Forum and Andre, the chat room, happy Sunday to you. Andre just seemed to have lost his link there for a moment. I hope that he will join us back very soon. So Chris Green is going to come into the attack. He'll be bowling the final over of the power play. He's be bowling over the wicket. So let's watch the field here. So at this stage, the Tallawahs were 43 without loss. The St. Lucia Kings are 43 for 2. So it's Ruston Chase facing up to Chris Green, who comes in over the wicket and ball to Chase, and Chase drives that down to long on. They go through for a single. The score moves up to 42 for 2 in over number 6. Chase pushed on to 2, and Rajapaksa now is on 22 from 16 deliveries. He comes into strike, and the screen starts to buffer as he comes into strike. And Andre is not here. Oh, it starts flowing again, but it starts buffering again. Neil Alexander is saying, good morning. Guyana might experiment again today. They might do so. However, I would encourage them to play their full strength team tonight. And I would also want them to open with Shimran Ekmaya. I really think Shimran Ekmaya need to get some runs under his bed. Please remember to slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. Let us get the subscription up to 9,200 at the end by the end of this show. So my screen is just buffering there. So I didn't see that, but it appears that Rajapaksa is out. So he's reviewing it. So I have not seen the mode of dismissal. What is Sportsmax keeping up now? And I'm not seeing Andre. So Christopher Bristol is saying that he's watching it on TV Database. Shake me head. He's watching it on TV Database. So let's watch. It's a legitimate delivery. How are you doing, Sheldon? Good morning. Welcome to the show. CPL is interesting after Guyana Amazon Warriors. The Jamaica Tallawahs is the most popular team in Guyana. It makes sense to keep them in the playoffs. It is also the reason why Jamaica played 3 matches in Guyana. I originally heard that the Tallawahs ownership was trying to negotiate for Jamaica to play 4 matches down there, but CPL said no, 3. So it's a very popular team in Guyana for 2. That dead. That not missing. It in between mid and leg stump. So Rajapaksa, after a good innings, a swashbuckling innings is gone. That is going to hit between mid and leg stump. Good decision by the umpire to give that out leg before. Why is yes? So just look at it. Pitch outside the half, pitch inline, impact inline, hitting middle and leg, as I said, is out, is gone. The St. Lucia Kings have lost their 3rd wicket, and the Jamaica Tallawahs are tightening the screws around the Kings' neck. So just confirming the decision. Rajapaksa gone, leg before to Chris Green. The score 46 for 3. It was a good innings while it lasted, but in the end, he has gone for 22 from 15 deliveries. 3 4s and 1 6. And so Chase is at the crease. I think Williams, the Zimbabwean, is going to come and join Chase. I hope Andre comes back quickly, because I really like when he's here. He really helps me a lot, and I do not have to ramble on. Which app I want to watch it on? Which app you can watch it on Live Cricket TV, or you can watch it on the Sportsmax app. It depends on where you are. If you're in the Caribbean, you can always watch it on the Sportsmax app. Guyana can't lose and won't lose. And this is why I am very concerned about the people of Guyana. I do not want anything to happen to them when the Guyana Amazon Warriors lose their next 3 matches. And that is why I'm warning Christopher Bristol and warning the people of Guyana that Guyana can lose. There's a feeling on the ground in Georgetown that this is a foregone conclusion that this is Guyana's year. And I'm saying it doesn't go like that. Green ball to Williams, who played across the line. That must be out. Yes, he's on a hat trick. That is dead plumb. This is even more plumb than Rajapaksa. It makes no sense reviewed it. Just continue walking off. Yes, Chase said continue. So Williams walked up to Chase and said, what do you think? And Chase said, go on, man, continue walking. Or you play across a full one. It was a full delivery. And Williams just played across it. And that would have hit out Mega Stump. Oh, you know, that would have, And second look, I would like to see the review. Initially, I thought it would have hit out Mega Stump, but I would love to see the review. I think it would still out, but I don't think that it is such a clear plumb leg before decision. I think it might still have just clipped the outside of leg stop. That's my opinion. Just looking at what I saw on the TV. When I saw it the first time, I thought that it was dead plumb. But when I look at the slow motion replay, they should have probably reviewed that. So Christopher Bristol, take my warning. Neil Alexander, I can guarantee you the GOG will be the finals. Mark my word. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, I got you guys. No, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with your opinion. Just like how nothing is wrong with my opinion. But I'm telling you the truth. This one, I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart. This really comes from the bottom of my heart. The Guyana Hammers and Warriors supporters, there's a feeling in Georgetown, Guyana, that this is a foregone conclusion that they are going to win the CPL title this year. I'm telling them that the game is yet to be played, and they cannot walk around with that swagger and that square chest and that ultimate belief that it will happen. So they must be prepared for the defeat. You see what I'm telling you? It wasn't as dead as I thought at first. It is in leg stump. At first, it looked like it was hitting middle stump, but it was clearly drifting, and it Green or ball to Raza, and Raza defends back, just ensuring that he doesn't get the hat trick. So the score remains on 44-4. Jamaica winning it all. If they fire like this and then we win in Super 52, further drive the Guyanese and Trinis mad. With all the struggles with the government and Jamaica still winning, Mr. Casanova. So Mr. Casanova really think that Jamaica Tallawahs, because if Jamaica Tallawahs win this and then go on to win the Super 50 later next month, it means then that we would have done the double last year and do the double again this year. So may it happen. I don't know what happened to Andre. He's not quite here. There's a live TV app. I can send the link. Not sure if I can send this link here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Neil. So thank you very much for that. So we're going to watch Aiden Walsh. This is going to be very, very interesting. Aiden Walsh has now come into the attack, and we're going to watch him. This is going to be a very, very interesting scenario, because we really want to see what Aiden Walsh is doing and if he's pitching and turning more than carrier. So this is going to be very interesting. The batsman that is going to face, that looks to be the right-hander. Who's that batsman that came at number 6? Raza. Raza was a batsman that came at number 6. They are making some adjustment in the field. 120 for 2, it will be after 3 overs. What are you drinking, Christopher Bristol? You must be on something. Dennis Weeks. So the first delivery ball to Raza, that's Walsh. He strokes it back down the onside of the pitch. The bowler field, offside of the pitch. The bowler field in his follow through, and there is no run. So he tosses the ball from hand to hand now. He comes in. The spectacle up and ball to Raza short, and he pulls down the leg side. It misses. Wide signal by the umpire. The score moves up to 46-4. So that was wide. He was trying to slide in that one down the leg side. Slide in a straight one, but it drifted down the leg side. The keeper skips across. Brooks. Good take that from Brooks. As he comes in now, ball to Raza, who moves across the stump and flick this into the onside. Straight to the fielder coming off the backward square leg boundary. That's Nicholas Gordon, who is off the field. Is it that Ailes is off the field? I think probably Ailes is off the field after making that 100. Probably, but I would love to see him come on the field. And is anyone getting the impression that Imad Wasim is a better captain than Brandon King, has more experience? Andre, welcome back, man. Do you think that Imad Wasim is a better skipper? Turn them. I'm hearing myself very loud, Andre.
Yeah, say that again.
Do you think that Imad Wasim is a better captain than Brandon King?
what I would say is that Imran Wasim is a more experienced cricketer. And I think you'd have the experience of playing a lot more at international level and even at the first class level. So, you know, I don't want I want to reserve judgment in terms of the captaincy for that of Brandon King. I know that Brandon King, of course, it seemed to be very, very predictable, for the time being, and is not as creative as you would like him to be. But as sometimes it comes sometimes all of that comes with experience and it comes with confidence. So, let us just hope that he will improve in time to come.
Dennis Weeks, I take your point, and I will do so as soon as the playoffs start. We will cover all of those matches. What happened Dennis Weeks? We wanted to cover the two matches yesterday and this morning match, and we would not have been able to do all three matches completely. So that's why we do the second innings. But come the playoff, Dennis Weeks, we will be going through. So that one was. The score moves up to 49 for 4. Raza is on 3. Chase is on 3. 49 for 4. 1-2 coming over number 7. Mr. Casanova is saying that the Guyanese. I don't, to be fair enough, Mr. Casanova, I do not get the Guyanese to be arrogant. I do not see them to be arrogant, but there's a belief as we watch Walsh comes into Chase and Chase taken on the pad, and the finger goes up that, wow. So 5 wicket down, I never thought that was hitting unless it's a googly. Wow, what do you think, Andre? Do you think that was hitting?
I need to see it again. I think it went through so quick. I didn't get a chance. Let me see.
It was definitely a faster delivery.
Yes,
but I don't think
seemed to have been googly. Might even have been an inside edge also.
Yes,
have been an inside edge also. So let us see what will actually happen.
That looks like a big inside edge to me.
Yes, inside edge, definitely inside edge.
Yeah, big inside edge. So Chase is not out. So the umpire got that wrong. So Mr. Casanova, I don't think they're arrogant, but there's this belief. There's this belief that they're going to win, and it's a very strong belief.
They're just passionate. They're very passionate set of followers. The guys are very, very passionate.
That's what I love when you're here, Andre. That's the right word. They are very passionate about their team. That's the right word.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with that. That's
nothing at all.
Yes, you always just come up with the right words. Guyana have lots of confidence, and we can't lose. We are unstoppable.
Just like you say, just like my friend Christopher,
Yeah, that's what Christopher Mr. is saying.
Yes.
Yeah. So Sheldon is saying that. Sheldon is the question that I asked. So Sheldon is making a comment on it. He's saying, I was saying that Wasim should be captain, but I did not want King on the bench. TKR is the only team doing well under local leadership. Okay, I understand. I got your point, Sheldon. So I take your point. So after 7 overs, they are 49 for 4. Can they come back from here, Andre?
It's going to be very, very difficult. Very difficult because, Chase is not the type of batsman who's going to really tear their pack up, the attack apart. So, so I don't think it's going to be, it's always a possibility, of course, very, very probable, but very highly, highly, highly unlikely it will happen.
So green ball to Raza, he'll move it, he uses his feet and then defend it back to the bowler. There's no run. He remains on 3. 49 for 4. Income green over the wicket. Ball to Raza, and Raza swings this high in the air. I don't think he quite get hold of it. Fielder second under it. He took the catch. Shamar Springer took the catch. Green picked up his second wicket. The captain goes. Raza caught by Shamar Springer. Bowled by Christopher Green for 3. 49 for 5, Andre.
Yeah, and that should be curtains. That should very, very be curtains for the St. Lucia team, right? Because if any person was supposed to take the attack to the Jamaica Tallawahs, it should have been Secondary Raza, because we know that he's quite capable of hitting a long ball, But now that he's out, I think that's pretty much curtains for the St. Lucia Kings.
Yes, it seemed to be, and Jay saying that the Tallawahs out and about general seems they only play brilliant cricket when it's crunch time. Just like last year, it seems so too. So go Guyana. Ahmad Noor. Is Ahmad Noor the Afghani mystery spinner? Go Guyana. Thank you for being here, Ahmad Noor. It could be him because wasn't he drafted originally in the Guyana Amazon Warriors team?
No, I
No,
think it was for the. I
yeah,
think he was drafted for the Trini. I think it was the
yeah, the
Trinidad team, and he
PTN.
was actually replaced by the other mystery spinner. So
Yes,
Afghanistan actually have two left-arm Chinaman bowlers, which are pretty good bowlers.
yes. So Texter Bedward, it's Live Cricket TV, the name of the app, Live Cricket TV. So that's the name of the app, Live Cricket TV. Trash Walsh around the field, useless bowler that. Yeah, drinking bushrum. I know that you were drinking something that was not good for you, Christopher Bristol. Your comments reflect that. Andre, welcome back. So he's welcoming you back. Yes, I'm glad that
thank you, Christopher.
Yes, it's now 49 for 5. And Christopher Bristol is saying St. Lucia still winning. And you see, the bushrum is definitely getting to his head. It's getting to his head now.
It's too early in the Sunday morning to be drinking now, Christopher. Too early in the Sunday morning to be doing that, man.
It's definitely too early. 49 for 5 and Razagan. And what is this doing to the Barbados Royal? Every wicket that the Jamaica got, it's like a dagger to the chest of the Barbados Royal, to Rathband Powell and the Barbados Royal. I think every 6 and every 4 that the Jamaica Tallawahs hit in their innings was like a dagger to the stomach of the Barbados Royals. What do you think?
I think so. I think so too. And I mean, the Rathband Powell must be a very, very worried man now, No, I mean, leaving Jamaica Tallawahs and going to the Barbados Royals, who will probably not qualify. He's not going to be feeling right at all.
Do you think Chibnaran Chandapal, maybe he will not say it out loud, but he's saying, hug up that Rathman.
Definitely. Most definitely, That's one over you, Rathman.
Yeah, he say, hug up that man, hold that. You know.
So Chibnaran will actually have the last laugh.
Yes, so Shivna at this stage, Shivna and Chandapal is definitely having the last laugh as we watch Chris Green, who have gotten 3 for 5 so far in 2 overs, ball to Chase, and Chase with this through the onside down to the man coming off the backward square boundary at the end of over number 8. They are 53 for 5, and at this stage, I don't see any way back for the St. Lucia Kings.
Yeah, St. Lucia Kings is just about dead and to be buried. The fat lady is actually, has her mic right in her hand now. It's just a matter of coming out now to do the final curtain call. So let us just see what is going to happen.
Yes, I believe you, Mr. Casanova, is really, yes, something that what he's drinking has gone to his head. Oh, yeah, you have been drinking from 6 o'clock this morning. Legend, Valerie Har, I cannot tell the last time I see you, my dear. It's good that you are here. Good afternoon. Welcome, Valerie. It's a very long time.
Yeah, good afternoon, Valerie.
So Walter struck now. So that's 6 wickets gone down. 53 for 6. So Chase is gone. Walsh got the wicket. Did you see? Let's look at the replay. He bowled to Chase. Chase going for a big drive. And it is straight down the throat of Chris Green and the long on boundary. So they cannot get Chris Green out of the game.
Oh, not at all. Chris Green is a very, very, very important member of the Jamaica Royals team, and he has always done well. He's a very consistent cricketer. He's a cricketer who always give 100% just about every time, whether in bowling, batting, and fielding. He's a really good cricketer, and he's a very important cog in the wheel of the Jamaica Tallawahs. And I think that St. Lucia Kings right here, it seems as if they want to have an early Sunday afternoon lunch or dinner. So I don't think they want to be messing around much here. They want to go quickly. They're probably thinking about this Sunday dinner, so they want to get rid of this really, really fast.
So are they saying, Jamaica Tallawahs, you can take this. We are coming for you Tuesday. Although the very first match in this year tournament was between the Jamaica Tallawahs and the St. Lucia Kings, and Jamaica won that one. So Jamaica is on track to do the double over St. Lucia Kings. And are they saying that you cannot beat us 3 times in a row? Is that what the St. Lucia Kings are saying?
Well, they said, one thing we know what they're saying is that this game is quite meaningless, but we're coming for you on Tuesday. So I guess probably that's what they're saying, So they said, all right, have this one, have the 2 games, but we will beat you when it really matters, and when it matters, we'll be on Tuesday.
Yes, it definitely will be on Tuesday. So Walsh has gotten his first wicket in this year's CPL. So well done, Walsh. He got the wicket of chase. Was caught in the deep by Chris Green. And so the score is now 53 for 6. There's a slip. Good from Imad Wasim and a forward short leg. Ball to Joseph, and Joseph just getting back in his crease and stroking this one down to the man coming off the cover boundary. He comes off the mark with 1. So Monroe will comes into strike. So Chase looking to hit that one, I think a bit straighter, but it probably just, it didn't turn, so it slide on and got the inner portion of the bat and went down to green at long on, Andre.
That's right. Probably trying to. We know that Chase is not the biggest hit of the ball, but oftentimes he just try to time the ball as best as possible, trying to hit that one straight. But it didn't go as straight as he had liked. Straight to the man at long on. Easy catch by Chris Green.
Yes, so Walsh bowls to Monroe, and Monroe just strokes this to the man at short extra cover. There is no run. He remains on 2. Joseph is on 11. Jay, I want to come to you, Jay, but just let's watch the end of the over as Walsh bowled to Monroe, and Monroe just clip this off drive down to the man coming off the long on boundary. They go through for a single, 55 for 6 with 2 deliveries to come in over number 9. It has been bowled by Aidan Walsh, who have got a 1 for 6 from his 1.4 over so far. Joseph is on 1. He comes into strike. Joseph can really hit a long ball, but we do not see Joseph scoring at the required run rate. They need 147 from 68 deliveries. Comes in over the wicket, ball to Joseph, and Joseph looking to cut. I think he gets the googly. He got the inner portion of the bat and it trick it down on the onside. They go through for a single. 56 for 6. 1 to come in over number 9. It has been bowled by Aidan Walsh. Was picked up 1 for 7 so far. Monroe's on 3. The left-handed New Zealander comes into strike. He's out of New Zealand World Cup squad as he comes in now. Ball to Monroe, and Monroe hit this down to long on. Just another single, straight to Springer at the end of the over, 57 for 6.
Yeah, Jamaica firmly in charge here. 57 for 6. It's just a matter of time, as they would say. But I just saw something right there on the screen that Imad Wasim, he has actually captained in 77 T20 games in his career. So we can see that Imad Wasim is quite an experienced captain. He has played a lot of T20 cricket in his career. So, that is why I don't really want to compare him and say King, because he has so much far captaincy experience than a Brandon King. I don't recall even Brandon King captain in the Jamaica team. So, there's a marked difference. A more experienced player, a more experienced captain.
So let's watch Green. Comes in now, bowl to Monroe. Monroe just strokes this back down the pitch to Green, and there is no run. 57 for 6. This is over number 10. It's been bowled by Green. This is his 3rd over. He has gotten a 3 for 6 so far from 2.1 over. Round the wicket, ball to Monroe, and Monroe strokes this to short extra cover. We are Reefer Field. There is no run. The score remains on 57 for 6. Monroe is on 4. With him, Joseph is on 2 from 2. Christopher Greeno comes in. Round the wicket, ball to Monroe, comes down the pitch, looking to hit that one out of the ground, but he misses, taken on the pad, and there is no run. The score remains 57 for 6. Let's watch Green again. He's going to come into bowl to Monroe again, who's going to look to charge him here right now. He's in, bowl to him, and he hit this high in his bowled. He's come across the line and is bowled. So Green got his man. Monroe goes 57 for 7.
Yeah, and as I said to you that the St. Lucia Kings, they just want an early lunch today. They're pretty much thinking about their Sunday afternoon lunch. So they just want to be out of the park as quickly as possible.
Jay. So Jay's saying, so ironic. Yeah, I read Jay's comment already, and it's on the screen for a very long time. But I'm just trying to get in the head of Chanda Paul right now and wonder what he's saying to Ravman Powell. Because there was a lot of talk. If you look back at Ravman Powell comment when they won the CPL last year, and he's talking about the disrespect. And and would have said that they won despite of Chanda Paul, but not because of Chanda Paul. What is Chanda Paul now saying to Rothman Poet? Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
And that's a beauty of sport, isn't it?
Very, very much so.
The champion, the King's dead today. Champion dead. Why Rastan chasing that ball? Shake my head. Oh, Valerie said, I changed my phone and was having a few user problems. I understand. She probably, Valerie, so I guess you have now probably a iPhone 14 Pro Max or something like that, Valerie. And know, Valerie, Mr. Casanova is saying, the pastor is preaching at the funeral of the St. Lucia Kings. Soon it will be the burial, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Christopher Bristol is Walsh first and only wicket in CPL history. Is that true, Andre?
I know that Walsh, he's just poking some fun at Walsh right there. But there was a time, there was a year when Walsh was actually the leading wicket taker. You know, he bowled pretty well for I think was it the Barbados Royals at that time? I think he was a leading wicket taker for them. You know, I think that's the year when the Barbados actually won. Wasn't Walsh the leading wicket taker?
Okay. Delwaris, thank you. Please slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. So the like button is that thumbs up that you see just below the video. And in that bottom right hand corner, you see the red subscribe button. Please click on that subscribe button. It's free to click on both of them, so please do. Yes, Dennis Barnaby, I did ask him some questions, and you realize that he was not answering the first question that I asked him. If you listen to that interview, he was going around it. And so I have to ask him that first question again. You know, I don't know if I did not make myself clear in asking the first question. So I apologize for him misinterpreting my question and asking the question again. But he said something that I like, though. He said that there's no substitute for hard work, and I love that. What do you think about that comment, Andre?
Definitely no substitute, no shortcut for success. Right?
Yes, Tyrone Robinson, we are going straight to the finals. I believe you too. We are now ready for cricket carnival. It's now cricket carnival. Is that match of 4 that comes to the crease?
Yes, it is.
7-0, yes. Monroe bowled, yes. 57 for 7. Amar Noor, game is done. It is done and dusted. We are going to have our very early lunch today. And soon we will... Mr. Casanova, you hear that? And soon, so Mr. Casanova is saying ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Mr. Casanova, you have to come back, you know. The champion is saying soon they will rise from the dust as Green bowls to Ford, who strokes this down to Lava, and they go through for a single. The score moves up to 58 for 7. 1 to coming over number 10. So Monroe being frustrated, looking to hit that one, going across the line, misses, and his stump was knocked back by Christopher Green. So 1 to coming over number 10. And soon they will rise from the dust. What a good shot. So Monroe walked off. He seems to be injured though. Let's watch Green comes in now. He bowls to Joseph, and Joseph whipped that straight to the man at sharp mid wicket. There is no run. At the end of the over, 58 for 7.
Yes, so Christopher Green having spectacular figures of 4 for 7 from his 3 overs, you know, and probably taking two good catches. So Christopher Green has done pretty well for the Jamaica Tallawahs. You know, is right up there along with Alex Hales as the probably two best performers for the day.
Hales 100 in a T20 match, you will be the player of the match. So Neil Alexander is saying that thankfully the injury to Kemo Paul, he will be back in 3 days. That's good news. No, not leaving Android. Okay, Valerie R, she's not leaving Android. No problem. That's good.
So what about what if Green should take a 5-er?
If he should take a 5, he would need to get 6 wickets to get the man of the match. He would need to get 6 wickets to get the man of the match. Let's watch Walsh. 1 for 8 so far from his 2.1 over. He bowls to Ford, and Ford just turns this down to long on for a single. Ford moves up now to 2. Joseph is also on 2, 59 for 7. What do you think?
I mean, a 5-5 is just, I think it's equally as good, as a 100 for a T20 game. To get 5 wickets is no mean feat,
It's the same thing. It's the same thing for 100, and he
Yeah,
carries his bat right through the innings. He carries his bat. He not out 119. So that one defended by Joseph. There's a stifle appeal. There's no run. 59 for 7. Let's watch Walsh as he comes in now. Past the umpire and bowl to Joseph, and Joseph again defends. It appears to me that Joseph probably said that we're going to bat out these overs. If they come close, I carry them. But right now, I'm not looking anything. I'm batting out these overs. Maybe that's what Joseph is saying.
Yeah, I don't think so. He's just biding his time, really. He's gonna go pretty shortly. He's just biding his time. It's not the nature of Joseph to be mugging around. Absolutely not. He's just waiting for the right ball. Waiting for the right ball.
Joseph doesn't like to lose as Walsh comes in, ball to Joseph, and he swings. He got the inner portion of the bat. It will trickle down to long on for a single. He moves up to 3, 60 for 7 with 1 delivery to come in over number 11, being bowled by Aiden Walsh Jr. He has gotten 1 for 10 so far from his 2.5 overs. He comes in and bowled to Ford, and Ford just opened the face of the bat, just going back on his stump, open the face of the bat. Andre, I'm getting something, man, and just run it down to backward point.
No, I mean, there's no sound. Everything else is off in my ears. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Everything else, there are no actually sound system on.
Okay, go ahead. 61 for 7.
Yeah, so Joseph and Ford just trying to put some respectability on the part of the St. Lucia Kings total, but I think that as soon as Joseph gets something in his heart, he's gonna go. He's not gonna be he's not the type of player who will just sit around just singles after singles. No, he's not that type of player at all.
Okay. Yeah, good morning, Wilbert Brooks. Okay, Blacker Canberra. I appreciate that. So let's watch this over as Green comes in, bowl to Ford, and Ford whip this through mid-wicket. It's running out towards the mid-wicket boundary. The fielder coming across, that's Blackwood, who picks up deep, about 5-6 meters inside the boundary and send the returns in. They return in and they go through for 2. The score moves up now, so 63 for 7 in over number 12. So let's watch now as looking to get 201, 202 to beat the Jamaica Tallawahs in this match. The St. Lucia Kings, they are really struggling at 67 for 3 after 11.1 over. So it is going to be very interesting as this is going to knock out the Barbados Royals. As let's watch. Green now comes in now to bowl to Ford, a slip and a leg slip, bowl to Ford, and Ford just punched this one back down the outside of the pitch to the bowler. There is no run. 63 for 7. Joseph is on 3. Ford is on 5. Green have gotten a 4 for 9 from his 3.2 overs. He comes in over the wicket, ball to Ford, down the leg side, he pulled, got the bottom edge. They're running towards the fine leg boundary. They're gone for 1. It goes into the boundary just about now. 4 more runs there from Ford. He moves up to 9 from 7 delivery. The score is now 67 for 7 after 11.3 overs.
Yeah, poor delivery there on the part of Chris Green, and Ford just swiveling on his leg, pulling that one down to the backward point, back to the fine leg boundary for 4.
Yes, Dennis Barnaby, I think he did so. 67 for 7. 11.3 overs. Joseph is on 6, but with him taking strike is Matthew Ford as Green comes in, ball to him down the leg side, wide signal. The score moves up to 68. So Ford remains on 9 from 7 deliveries. Green have conceded 14 runs so far from its 3.3 overs, but have gotten 4 wickets. He's looking at 5 for here. Comes in over the wicket, ball to Ford, and Ford pull this away. Down to backward square leg. Blackwood comes round the boundary, running to his right. Good work there by Blackwood. He's very fleet-footed and prevent the second. So Ford now moves up to 10 from 8 deliveries, and Joseph comes into strike. He's on 3 from 6 deliveries, 69 for 7. Greeno, take those deep breaths and exhale and looks up and see that Joseph is ready. He comes in and bowl to Joseph, and Joseph swings at this, taken on the pad, loud appeal, not out, said the umpire. The score remains on 67 for 7. 1 to come in over number 12. And there is Joseph just pulling out the shot, as Andre said, that he's just biding his time. But this time he misses. And it took him on the arm as Green out to bowl his final delivery of his spell. This is the final delivery of over number 12. Green comes in over the wicket. Ball to Joseph. Joseph on the back foot and just turn this to the man at short mid wicket. There's no run. So after 12 overs, the St. Lucia Kings are 69 for 7, looking to get 202 to win this match.
Yes, and that's the end of Chris Green's spell, who bowled quite a magnificent spell of 4 overs, 4 for 14 runs. Well done, Christopher Green. And he has been a consistent performer for the Jamaican Tallawahs over the past few years.
Yes. So Mr. Casanova and the champion, them fire some lyrics at each other. Yes, he got the most wicket the year when Barbados Royal won. So Texter Bedwar just confirming what you said there, Andre. So he did.
Right.
Aves is the man of the match. He scored more than half the score and put fear in the King's eye. Mr. Casanova, I do think so too. Ahmed Noor, Barbados could qualify if they bowled out Warriors for 50 and they made 51 in 3 overs. Wow. No, Ahmed Noor, where do you get that statistics from and the match is not yet finished? They can't qualify. They'd
have to do what India did to Sri Lanka this morning.
And he strokes it down to long on for a single. Yes, Andre, go again.
They'd have to do what India did to Sri Lanka this morning.
Well.
Sri Lanka.
No, there's no way the Royals can qualify. Absolutely no way. Imad Wasim comes in, round the wicket and bowled to Joseph, and Joseph hit this one hard, wide of the man and the long off boundary. That is Springer. And Springer is a very good fielder. So he moves across smartly and field, send the return in 71 for 7. Joseph moves up to 4. Ford comes into strike. He's an 11 from 9 delivery. Imad Wasim round the wicket, ball to Ford, and Ford defends, open the face of the back, guided to backward point. There is no run. The score remains on 71 for 7. Ford remains at 11. Joseph is with him. He's on 4 from 9 delivery. Imad Wasim in his third over, round the wicket, come to Ford, and Ford just paddled this down to find it. It running towards the boundary. They're gone for 1. They are back for the second. That's coming around the boundary there. That's Mohamed Amir who field, send the return in. The batsmen got 2. They are 73 now for 7. 2 to come in over number 13. Ford moves up to 13 from 11 delivery. Imad Wasim, he's going to continue around the wicket. I've conceded 24 runs so far. He's in ball to Ford, who's down the pitch, using his feet, drives this down to mid-off, and there's no run. Reefer skips across from a wide mid-off and field and restrict the batsman to their crease. 73 for 7. Imad Wasim, 1 to come in his third over. This is the end of the 13th over now. Comes in, ball to Ford, and Ford swings and misses. Taken on the pad, but missing leg stump, not outside the umpire. At the end of over number 13, they are 73 for 7.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the Jamaica Tallawahs just pretty much going through the
motion.
Through the motions right now. Yes.
Shoves is saying that the Kings,
right now.
Yes,
because I think they pretty much have this game under control. But what I'd probably like to see from Imad Wasim, though, I'd probably like to see him give Springer another ball, because he's gonna want Springer in the playoff. We know what he's capable of. We know what Amir and the other senior bowlers are capable of. But you want to give the more inexperienced bowlers, the bowlers who have not bowled a lot in the tournament, a chance now to get themselves into shape for the playoff. So I think probably Imad Wasim should take himself off and give Springer the ball from the other end.
I think Allen should also bowl too. So Shuk says he thinks the Kings should surrender. I don't want them to surrender. They are not Indian. As Walsh bowls to Joseph, and Joseph flash outside the ash stump and misses. Only India surrender in cricket. the score remains on 73-7. Tallawahs have this one wrapped up. Yes, Barnaby, we do as it comes in now. This is Aiden Walsh Jr. His final over. 1 for 11 so far from 3.1. Off the back foot goes Joseph, but he cannot be the man at backward point, and the score remains on 73-7. Over number 14 is being bowled. Joseph is at 11, Ford is on 13. Joseph taking strike as Walsh, the right-arm leg spinner, comes in over the wicket. He comes in now, just about now, to bowl to Joseph. He's up and bowl to Joseph, and Joseph swings high in the air, and this one gone over the top into the stand for 6. And that's a lovely shot by Joseph over long on for 6. He moves up to 10. The score moves up to 79-7 after 13.3 overs.
That is the Joseph that we know about. The Joseph who probably, once the ball is in his arc, he's going to swing, and he's going to swing really hard. That was a magnificent shot over mid-wicket, a deep mid-wicket boundary for 6.
Yes, this is Valerie Her. She always brings us up to date with the score. No, did he catch it? Oh no, someone racing, waving the St. Lucia flag. Said, the CPL mafia at work. No way Barbados Royal can make up the net run rate. The West Indies captain has crashed out of the tournament. Sheldon, a fire shot from Powell. Oh, Sheldon, you know that's a low score, Sheldon. Walsh comes in, bowl to Joseph, and Joseph defends. Back down the pitch, and there is no runs. The score remains 79-7. I think, Sheldon, that is a low blow, man. I really think that's a low blow. You know, Jamaica in 4th place already, and with this win, further cement their 4th place. Yes, it does. There's no way the Barbados Royal can qualify. Ball to Joseph, and he swings again, and this one misses the stump. So Walsh ends his spell with 1 for 7. Oh, 1 to come. I thought that was a final delivery. You wonder how that misses the stump. It touched down about mid and off and spun and missed the off stump. Good leg break there from Aiden Walsh Jr. Let's watch his final delivery. As Joseph secures and Walsh comes in, bowl to Joseph, and Joseph on the back foot and just defends this down the off side of the pitch. Reefer field at sharp mid-off, and there is no run. 79-7 at the end of over number 14.
Yeah, that's a good spell of bowling by Hayden Walsh Jr. You know, in one in which we saw him, you know, have pretty good control. You know, he bowled, you know, he got the ball to turn. He also bowled googly. You know, he was pretty much under control for the most part. So it's a pretty good spell by Hayden Walsh Jr.
I don't know at this time, Christopher Bristol. Yes, that was a good 6, Valerie. If you're streaming tonight, I'm gonna try sober up right now. I'm seeing Tripper. Imad was him to bowl his final over. Bowl to Ford, and Ford hit this high in the air. Is he caught? What happened? The field a circle around the boundary. It looks like he took the catch.
That's a magnificent catch
by Springer.
That's a brilliant catch by Springer. Absolute brilliantly done by Springer.
Yes. Also, so that was Ford. He hit it straight, but Springer circled the boundary quite well and took a very, very good catch. So the St. Lucia Kings have lost their 8 wickets. They are now 79 for 8 in over number 15. And the Barbados Royals must be throwing up. They must be having, I think the Barbados Royals are having a diarrhea at this time. They must be disgusted and frustrated as the Jamaica Tallawahs are romping to victory here against the St. Lucia Kings at Providence Oval in Guyana.
Yes, indeed. It's not a great feeling right now in the Barbados. If you're in the Barbados Royals camp, you know, and I mean, after this victory by if you know, when the final rights has been written by the Jamaica Tallawahs, you know, it's going to be some really dejected players from the Barbados Royals team.
Yes, Roddy Latu. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, man. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. I would be very disappointed if they reach 100, Mr. Casanova. George, welcome to the show. George Nolan, how you think Powell feel that he left Jamaica and now the team get knocked out of the playoff? Yeah, I just said it. He must be disgusted. He's probably throwing up. He's probably just lying in his bed and cannot get out of his bed because it's a sickening feeling. Right now, I don't think they feel like playing the match later. I definitely don't think they Do you think they feel like playing the match later?
I think this probably another one. Yep. I don't think so at all. I don't. They're not gonna have a good Sunday dinner. Those players
As
from Barbados
he
Royal.
might ball to McKinley Clark, who swung across the line, taken on the pad. The finger goes up, so 9 wicket down. So McKinley Clark there, just swinging across the line, taken on the pad. The finger goes up. They're wondering whether they should review it. And so there's somebody there just sending them off the field. That's Aidan Walsh saying, why you waste time reviewing it? Why you just don't come off the field? You saw it, Andre?
Yes.
He's very upset with McKinley Clark that he reviewed it. He said, come off the field, man. So let's look at that. It him inline, it not missing anything. I don't think it got the gloves or in the bat. It's inline and he's out. And that's why Aidan Walsh was probably saying, why you review that? Let's watch. It's a far away from the bat. It's not going to touch the gloves. No
Flushing
way.
middle stump. Flushing middle stump.
Yeah. Yeah, Dennis, we really have this one. The champion, you're laughing. Yes, you're laughing. We'll be back here Tuesday. So let's see now. Ball tracking.
Yep.
Yes, Migglestub, the top of Migglestub. Good call, Andre. McKinley Clark gone. So they are 79 for 9 now in over number 15, being bowled by Imad Wasim. And the Tallawahs are large and in charge at Providence in Georgetown.
Very much so. And I think I hear the fat lady in the background, you know. I hear her, she has the mic right now, tuning in, getting herself ready to do the final rights.
That is true. Potato, that was true. That 61 all out that the Barbados Royal made is coming back to haunt them now. And that match when they have 6 runs to make off the final over, that is coming back to haunt them all now. That match that they gave away in Trinidad. Royals didn't deserve to qualify for the playoff. The side is that Royals didn't deserve to qualify with that hungry side. Okay, Roddy Latu, I don't know quite what you mean, but last night your curry goat was chewed up. Your curry goat was chewed up last night by the Guyanese. 79 for 9. Valerie Her always keep us updated with the score, and that's why we miss her so much. So George Nolan is saying Powell might just get sick tonight. Could be. He's probably sick already. You'd probably hear that the fact that he was injured.
Yes.
Yes. Just to keep up the time, it's just an ego. Imad Wasim comes in now. 2 slip on a leg slip, ball to the number 11 Royal. And Royal can bat better than some of these guys that batted ahead of him. Royal is is a fairly good batsman. Royal have seen a cup 100 and a number of senior cup 50s. So he should be batting at number 11.
No,
comes in both to Royal.
I've seen him done well I've seen Royal done really well for the Jamaica Scorpions too.
Oh, that's it. He's run out. Joseph is run out. The single was not on. Joseph is run out, and that's it. Jamaica Tallawahs have won this match comfortably, 21 and 101. So they have won by 122 runs. So the Jamaica Tallawahs have won comfortably. They have dismantled the St. Lucia Kings and are on their way to the playoffs. Come Tuesday, we'll be playing the same opposition. And I'm in my Jamaica shirt today. I'm a proud Jamaican today as we move on to the playoffs. The Jamaica Tallawahs are in the playoffs. What's your opinion on the game, Andre? Just go ahead.
I mean, a magnificent victory by the Jamaica Tallawahs. You know, they came to this match knowing exactly what they needed to do. And they did, you know, starting with Alex Hayes, who played a most extraordinary innings, you know, a blistering innings, an innings that you'll never forget. One of the best innings that you'll ever see in the CPL, you know, and that set the tone for the bowlers and the fielders to follow. And, you know, it was a complete team effort, good batting, good bowling and fielding. Well done to the Jamaica Tallawahs.
Yes, so the champion is saying that sometimes you have to lose a battle here and there and to win the war. Well, the champion, you're not winning any war because Tuesday will be even. I'm telling you, the champion, come Tuesday, the win will be even more impressive than it is in this one. Roddy Latu, yes, you play a B side, but they still threw up your curryboard. Yes, Joseph finally surrendered. So many people thought we would not have made it. Yes, Mr. Casanova, we made it. We made it, Mr. Casanova. A very good win for the Jamaica Tallawahs. Yes, Valerie Hart. Tony Hurl, how are you? Face green, smiling Powell, a sell out. Jamaica all the way. Powell a face pink, tears. I really think he's in his bed and cannot get up at this time. He's weak. He cannot motivate himself. I do not see Powell playing tonight. Naturally, he's not going to play. If Powell played tonight, it means that he is listening to the cricket forum and just want to prove us wrong. That's the only way that will make Powell play tonight. Otherwise, he's not going to play, Andre.
I think it's a more sickening feeling for Paul right now. It's a more sickening feeling. I don't think Paul will enjoy Sunday afternoon dinner.
Yes, he must be very upset. You know, just before I want to say something about the St. Lucia bowling innings, and I wrote it down here. St. Lucia bowled their 20 overs today in 1 hour and 40 minutes. 1 hour and 40 minutes they bowled their 20 overs in. And in that 20 overs, over 200 runs were scored. And they still bowled it in 1 hour and 40 minutes. 11 sixes, 17 4. And they still completed their over way on time. 5 players review, 2 umpires review. They used 4 fast bowlers today, and they bowled 7 wides, and they still completed their over before the allotted time. It can be done. I am in agreement with the red card situation. If you go too slow, you should be punished. You should be penalized. Andre?
Yes, I very much agree with you. And we must always realize that, the spectators are spending their money to come and see a game. And I mean, people have a lot of things to do, and even persons watching from home, they actually allotted their time to watch a game, whatever game might be in a particular time. And oftentimes we see far too often a lot of cricketers, they move slowly and they just go at their own pace. When the game, they can actually speed up the pace of the game. So I'm totally in agreement for the punishment when the fielding team takes too long to complete their allotted overs.
Yes, and many times people have to leave cricket match and don't wait till it and cannot wait because they have other things to do and the match is taking so long. And so they don't get a chance to witness they don't get a chance to experience a climax. They don't.
Exactly.
And that is the nicest part. When you experience a climax, they don't get a chance to experience a climax of the game. Okay, thank you all for tuning in. It was a pleasure being here. Such a like on the video. Click on that subscribe button. Thank you, Andre. We'll talk if we're going live later. Have a great day, everyone. Tallawahs to the